Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back in Orlando at the Premium Outlet Malls. And today I'm going to be asking fellow Latinos, question number one is going to be about their opinion on the word Latinx, which is now used in America by the woke left to describe Latinos. It's like a gender neutral version of the word Latinos. I want to see what Latinos think, if they've heard of it, if it's something they'd actually use. The second question I want to ask Latinos is, if they haven't taken the vaccine yet or why they were hesitant to take it, what's the reason why? Is it because they were scared to be deported, as Joe Biden says?
It's awful hard as well to get Latinx vaccinated as well. Why? They're worried that they'll be vaccinated and deported.
Or is it because they have other issues such as no long-term studies or the fact that it's still considered an experiment until 2023? So let's go find out both answers. There is going to be a separate version of this video on Rumble because I have to be very careful about what I post here on YouTube. So to watch the full uncensored version, go to rumble.com and search for Adam Francisco and you will find the uncensored version of the video. All right guys, let's get into it, or as we say in Spanish, vamos. Where are you from?
Venezuela.
So the question is, have you heard of the phrase Latinx?
No.
So in America, they're now using the word Latinx instead of Latinos to try to make it gender neutral.
No, really.
Never.
Never.
Do you think that you would use Latinx to describe Latinos, or do you like the word Latinos more?
Latinx. Okay, no, I don't really hear about this one, but
So
I'm not sure what it means. Latino, right?
It means Latinos, but it's supposed to be like more like all-inclusive. But
okay.
But you as a Latina, you prefer the expression Latinos, somos Latinos.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Latino. Somos Latino.
Where are you from?
I'm from Venezuela.
Awesome. Have you heard of the word Latinx?
Never.
You've never heard of that?
No.
Okay. So here in America, we're trying to get away from gender. We're trying to say men and women are equal and exactly the same. But you know, in the Spanish language, you are a Latina
Yeah.
and I am a Latino. But here in America, they don't want to use those words anymore. So they're saying Latinx for everyone. So Latinx, Latinx.
Latinx.
The letter X. Is that something that you think you would use?
Yeah, why not?
You would use Latinx to describe yourself,
Yes.
but you've never heard of it until now.
Never.
Yeah.
This is good.
You think it's a beautiful
Yeah,
thing?
female and man, we're the same. Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Where are you from?
From Venezuela.
And how long have you been in the US for?
3 months.
Awesome. Welcome to America. Do you like it so far?
Yeah, a lot. I've been, traveling here like too many years ago, but just for like as a tourist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now you live here full time?
Yeah.
Nice, you made it. So the question is, have you ever heard of the word to describe Latinos? Have you heard of the word Latinx?
No.
Do you have any idea what Latinx means?
No.
So here in the US, we're trying to say that men and women are equal and there's no difference. So in Spanish, they call you Latina, and in Spanish, they call me Latino. But here in America, they're referring to Latinos as Latinx.
Okay.
So that way there's no gender. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that something that you think you would use?
We should.
So do you think it's a good idea to go with Latinx instead of Latinos?
Yeah, it is.
But you're already vaccinated.
Yes, I am.
When did you get vaccinated?
I got, the first shot, second shot. First shot was in April, second shot in May.
So do you think that you waited a little bit to see like if there was like side effects? What made you not get it right away?
Well, I wanted to see, of course, how it was going to roll out, if there was actually going to work, what were the side effects and everything. I wanted to get like prepared.
Yep.
So I don't think I waited that long, but I do know a lot of people that are still waiting to see how this is going to roll out.
And you being a Latina, was one of the reasons why you hesitated getting the vaccine because you were scared of being deported?
Not necessarily, no.
Did that even cross your mind? If I get vaccinated, I might be deported?
No, but I do know a lot of people that still have that in mind, that didn't get the vaccine with that fear in mind.
So that's a legit fear of some people in the Latin American community?
Not necessarily me, but it is.
That's my issue, is I think that that's a fear for some members of the Latin community, but not all.
Not all of them.
And our president yesterday said that the Latinx community is hesitant to get the vaccine because we're scared of being deported. And I thought that was him generalizing Latinos as mostly illegal.
That's wrong. I didn't know that, as I mentioned to you before, but I didn't know that. That is a generalization that is wrong for sure.
Yep.
I would say most of the people that I know don't have that fear, but I do have that minority that does have that fear.
Right.
So it is wrong to generalize. It's not like it doesn't exist, but it's definitely like a minority for sure.
Yeah, my issue is I don't think it's good to generalize the majority of people from the minority. And I think that that's what our dear President Joe Biden did yesterday.
I see, yeah.
Oh, my next question is, have you ever heard of the word Latinx?
No.
Do you have any idea what Latinx means?
No, to be honest.
So here in the U.S., we're trying to say that men and women are equal and that there's no difference in our genders. And so instead of calling you a Latina and instead of calling me a Latino, we now refer to everyone as Latinx. So that way you don't assume the pronouns of the other person.
Okay.
What do you think about that as a concept?
It's a little bit weird, to be honest, but I think you should like ask the Latino community in general, like you're asking me right now since I'm part of it. I think it's a little weird. I think there's nothing wrong calling you a Latino, me a Latina, because in the end of the day, it is what it is.
Right.
But if with the whole they pronouns going on, I think maybe they're just trying to not get canceled since it's so much of a cancel culture right now.
Smart.
Exactly.
So that's the issue. We're trying here in the U.S. to impose our woke ideology onto a language and a community that comes from a gendered language. Like the Spanish language is very gendered.
Exactly.
But the issue for I guess the woke left, as we call them here in the U.S., is when you refer to a group of Latinos and Latinas, you call them Latinos.
Yes.
You default to the masculine.
Yeah.
And that's why they're trying
a problem now.
Now it's a problem. It wasn't a problem for the last how many years has Spanish been around? A couple thousand years?
Yeah. Millenniums, if you ask me, to be honest.
Right.
I mean,
but now it's a problem today.
Exactly.
See you guys. America's gone crazy. So where are you from?
Venezuela.
And you have not been vaccinated yet, correct?
Yeah.
What is the reason why you've hesitated?
I don't know how to explain, but I think it's. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I don't.
You want more research to come out.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not worried about being deported, right?
No.
That sounds silly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because yesterday, our president, Joe Biden, said Latinos are scared to get vaccinated because they're scared to be deported. Do you think that that's a silly statement to make?
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I was trying to prove, that your first concern about the vaccine wasn't being deported.
No.
Right. It was about the issues of the vaccine.
Yes, exactly.
So you are from Mexico?
Yes, I am.
What part of Mexico?
Cancun.
Very nice. What do they call girls from Cancun? Because in Mexico, Guadalajara, I'm called Tapatio.
I'm not sure.
Is there a name for Cancun?
No, not really. I don't know. I'm
Maybe just party girl. Just party girl. We'll just call you party girl. So the question is, as I explained off camera, here in America, we're trying to get away from gender. And so now, instead of saying Latinos, we say Latinx. Before this conversation, have you ever heard of that?
No, never.
Never. Is that something that you think you would use?
Not really.
Why wouldn't you use Latinx? Do you just prefer Latinos?
Yeah, I'm used to that, and I'm okay with that. I don't really care.
Because that's your culture.
Yes.
And I think that it's kind of rude for America to be trying to push our culture onto other languages.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know. I think if Mexican or just Latin people is not okay with that, it's our fight to start. I don't know. That's how I think.
So we were talking about Latinx, which you said you've heard of before.
Yes, I have.
Now, is that something that you think that you would use? Like, do you currently use it?
I definitely do use it, but I've just learned about that word this year. I think what I like about it is that it's more inclusive.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York, Long Island, New York.
Oh, I'm from Queens.
Yeah.
Hey, we got the New York connection.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so my first question is, have you ever heard of the word Latinx?
Latinx. I don't think so.
So here in America, we're trying to get away from gender. We're trying to say men and women are equal. But you know, in the Spanish language, they call Latin men Latinos, and they call Latin women, like her, Latinas. So here in America, we're trying to get rid of all of that and just call Latinos Latinx, so that way it's neutral.
Okay.
Is that something you think you would use?
100%.
You would?
Yeah.
The second question is, are you vaccinated?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah.
Did you have any hesitancy when you got vaccinated?
Only because of my family. My family is really, really hesitant on it. But me personally, nah.
Do you know the reason why you or your family was hesitant?
My family, I believe that it might have been a cultural thing. They ain't like getting vaccines and everything, not having answers of like what's gonna be the outcome of everything.
So they just had uncertainty about the medical procedure or whatever. Awesome. But, and this is gonna sound like a crazy question, they weren't worried about being deported after being vaccinated, right?
Nope.
So that wasn't a concern.
Nah, no, it wasn't.
Do you think the average Latino in America is worried about being deported if they're vaccinated?
If they're vaccinated, I don't think so.
Yeah. Because our president yesterday, Joe Biden, said Latinos are hesitant to get vaccinated because they're scared of being deported. Do you think that that's a little ridiculous and possibly a little bit racist?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't mess with that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't think that's the case.
It is so freaking humid here today in Florida that I had to go to the Old Navy outlet, my favorite store to shop at, and get myself a brand new tank top with the American flag on it because I'm proud to be an American. Despite all the issues, I'm very proud to be an American. You're gonna hit me? Oh, shit, that's not bad actually. That's not bad actually. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, get those lats. Get those lats. Oh my god. Alright, hit me up. Let's get closer to this. Alright, here we go. That's the 20? Here we go, guys. Intensity 20. Let's go. Holy shit. That's pretty damn good, guys. Look at that. I got a chica guapa giving me a massage right here in Orlando International outlet. Yeah, sí, tú eres una chica guapa, mamita, señorita, chiquita.
I give you a great deal. Would you be interested in one?
Oh my god.
Chica guapa?
How much is it?
Look, that's intensity 20 out of 30.
You want to go 30? Why can't you do 30?
Because I'm going to let you try that at home after you got it.
Alright, do it again. Do 25 then. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go, chica guapa.
And I pressure your own hand and it'll never
Mother, don't get the butt. The butt's gonna mess me up. Okay, all right. That's it. Works. This shit works. Okay, that's great. All right. Where are you from?
Ecuador.
Oh, you're my first Ecuadorian girl today. Awesome. So my question is, I explained off camera. Have you ever heard of Latinx until I explained it today?
No, never.
Never. Does Ecuador have anything like that?
No.
Now that I've explained it to you, do you think that you would use Latinx in the future to describe Latinos?
Not really. I wouldn't.
You want to stick to Latinos, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, I would not get used to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? Because it's asking you to change your language for the sake of what we call in America, we call it the woke left. Because they're trying to be like woke, you know, they're so awake. But I'm with you. I think it's weird.
Yeah, it's yeah, weird. I mean, it's like you are used to use that word, no matter if it's masculine and feminine.
Right.
So I would not feel comfortable to use that.
Right. So yesterday, the president of the United States, Joe Biden, he said that the Latinx community is scared to get the vaccine because they're worried about being deported. Do you think that that's true?
I don't know. Really, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little silly to say that, right?
Yeah.
I think that he's stereotyping Latinos.
Yeah.
Where are you ladies from?
Colombia, Medellin, Colombia.
Very nice. I need to visit, but I couldn't visit this year because of
Yeah.
COVID, obviously. So my question is, have you ladies heard of Latinx before?
Yes, yes.
Did you hear about it in the U.S. or in Colombia?
On Twitter.
Where?
Twitter.
Okay.
Yes, online.
You heard it online?
Yeah.
Got it. Now, in Colombia, are they using Latinx at all?
No, not at all.
So it's just an American thing.
Yes.
Do you actually use it yourselves personally?
No, we don't. No. We don't.
Why not? Because do you prefer Latinos?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, because I don't think it makes any sense.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And besides, Latinx is not in Spanish, so.
Right. So that's my issue is that Americans on the left, have taken a language like Spanish that has gender and they're trying to force it into our cultural values. And to me, I find that to be very almost offensive to Spanish language and also Latinos.
Yes, we are Latinos and Latinas, not
Right.
Latinx.
Right.
Yeah, we don't like it.
Where are you ladies from?
I'm from New York. New York.
What part of New York?
Brooklyn.
I'm from Queens. So we got a little rivalry, right?
Okay.
So the question is, have you ladies heard of the word Latinx before to describe Latinos?
No, I have no.
Do you have any idea what Latinx means?
No. No.
Okay. So as you know, in Spanish, you are a Latina and I am a Latino.
Right.
And as a group, they call us Latinos. But America has a problem with that because Latinos is masculine and it's not inclusive of women.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So they replaced Latinos with Latinx to be gender neutral. You get it?
Yeah. That kind of makes sense. I guess you could say in a way.
But you never heard about that until today.
No, that's crazy because usually you would think that the world would, know a lot about it going, with the, the blacks and how everything's going on, in the world.
Yep.
But that's never really, I've never heard of it. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, so it's pretty interesting.
Do you think that you would use, moving forward, Latinx instead of Latinos?
I don't know. I don't use the words. I don't use those words at all. Like when I ask someone what's their nationality, they're just like, oh, Hispanic. I don't even use like,
Right.
oh, you're Latino. I'm just like, oh, you're Hispanic.
Yeah, because when I asked you if you were Latinas, you said Hispanic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So I don't even use Latinos or Latinas. I'm just more like, oh yeah, I'm Hispanic or Puerto Rican. So
You're Puerto Rican.
yeah,
Puerto Rico, right?
yeah.
So I have another question for you. Are you guys vaccinated?
No, I don't believe in it. I don't.
So, and this is going to sound silly, but I'll explain why I'm saying it. Are you not vaccinated because you're scared you'll be deported?
No.
That's a ridiculous claim to make, right?
Yeah, I know I wouldn't be deported for being vaccinated.
Exactly. So yesterday, our president, Joe Biden, who we all love so dearly, he went on TV and he said the Latinx community is hesitant to get the vaccine because they're worried if they get vaccinated, they'll be deported.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get vaccinated because I don't want to. That's my personal opinion. I'm
Right.
not scared to get deported. I'm
know.
gonna stay in this state forever.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit subscribe, please like, please comment. Let me know what you guys think about Latinx. And let me know what you think about Joe Biden's comments too about Latinx being scared of being deported if they get the vaccine, which again is just absolutely ridiculous. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. Please share this video. And as always, be free, my sheeple.